Alright, so that was actually pretty profitable. I ended up getting 63 obsidian out of just that one pool of lava. And then I dug up a bunch of ash and actually made myself another stack of coal. It was a little more fun, at least for me, than I'm sitting there trying to find coal veins and mining them out. And So, and I have enough to make another half stack right now. So, but first we are going to make some tanks. So we need to make some glass panes. Boom. Put it across in the middle. And 12 tanks. Awesome. And I can put this back now. And take plunk you there. It's nighttime outside, so go ahead and sleep. And I think I'll make an infinite spring basically like right outside the door. Yeah, right here. That'll work. There we go. Give me that. And we'll come over here. Drop some lava. And I don't know why, but just because. Boink. And boink. There. Start making cobble. And it generates cobble pretty freaking quick, too. So, they're definitely kind of nice to have around. And I'm not going after trees quite yet. Put that away. Toss cobble. There we go. Alright. Now let's get some more lava. Alright. And let's see. Yeah, this one should be pretty easy here. Alright. Clear myself out a little area to stand and work from. Alright, now we go. Tanks. And you can put these together in any combination you want. And they will link up and share inventories. Now you take this and just right click anywhere in there. There we go. It's not showing up because there's not enough in there. But that bucket of lava is now spread out among those bottom 4 tanks. So there it goes. And you just sit here and just do this. Do not shift click whenever you put the bucket down, or put the bucket inside the tank. If you do, you'll plant on the outside, and I've actually killed myself before doing that. But yep, I'm just going to keep this up. And the nice thing is, when you break these things, then it retains what's inside the tank. So, and they stack if the amounts are exact. So I am going to do this for a while and get these guys full. And then I need to start working. Oh crap, see, like that. I shift clicked. And then I need to start working on at least like some sort of little platform area that I can put my machines on. It's nice and secure to work from. Without getting blown up by creepers or anything. And I guess start from there. So first thing I really need to do is get a power station of some sort hooked up. Which on my little, kind of like test world, I ended up running like 9 magmatic dynamos. And that, for what little I was doing it in that world, that was more than enough. And I believe that Mine Factory Reloaded actually can use RF now as well as MJ and EU. So shouldn't have to worry about like any messy conversion blocks or anything like that. Thank God. So yeah, I've got 13,250 in each of the bottom 4 tanks. So, maybe something like right here in this actual hole. In the caldera. There we go. Let's call it the caldera. So I'm pretty sure that this is entertaining as all get out watching me do this. So I will go ahead and be nice and cut here, and I'll get back when I'm done with this. Alright, and there's that pool drained out, and not even half of the combined tanks there. So, see how these are 6,500 each? Oh. Go ahead and break these off. There we go. And you can see that it formed itself into 3 nice and even, or nice neat stacks. 100%, 41%, and empty. So now I just take and what do I want to do? I'll do it right here, I think. Go. Get these things set up again. And no point in setting up 4 ones that are already full, so. And now I'll get to work on this one. Alright, and welcome back everybody, Sign here again. And like I left off, or like I said when I left off, I was gonna get some more prep work done, the boring grunt work and whatnot. So I've been doing things, farming rubber trees, which was an adventure and a half to find. I should have knocked down a couple whenever I was getting my way over here. And made some barrels, throw some cobble and pile of ashes into. Which, I mean, yeah, I got 30 stacks of ashes now. Made another portal. Got some blaze rods, some netherrack, soul sand, so I could grow my nether wart. Ender lily seeds. I found these in a chest somewhere. I think in the mine shaft underneath here. And when they're full grown, you harvest ender pearls out of them. And there's reed farm, wheat. I'll get to that in a second. Got some cows going on down there. And there's a couple random sheep wandering around. But this is an elevator from open blocks. You just stand on it and jump, and it takes you up to the next level, which is what I've been working on. Been harvesting a lot of lava from around here, but I don't even know how many tanks this is. But it's cherry wood planks, obsidian glass, and I got 2 elevators actually. Those platforms aren't done yet. You can kind of see that one over there. So head on up. Oh. And my enchanting station. Probably the safest place in the entire map, actually. But enough bookshelves get me up to level 30. Couple anvils, to repair stuff with. Mangrove wood, which I found while I was out adventuring. And you can see there's like a marker out there for crag, which is a crag biome. There is an interesting underwater structure almost 1,000 blocks that way. I think it may be the kind of dungeony thing from the Grave mod. So, and I found actually waypoints, underwater structure, crag, Found another one here above ground. Well, it's in a swamp, so it's halfway submerged, which I think we're going to go take a look at in a little bit here. But one of the main things is, and I still haven't even bothered putting a door on this, but usually I just sleep the night away, but I'm going to be up for a while because I've got some projects now. So, let's see. Finally found a decent amount of diamonds. This is all my gems and metal that I've smelted up. These came out of a dungeon chest, which is about the only way I can figure out how to get them. Actually, one second. Recipe. And okay, if I do a ferrous ore and a cinnabar in an induction smelter, I get a chance of getting one. Okay. How else do I get shiny metal? 10% chance at a pulverizing ferrous ore. Okay. Which I haven't even touched any of my ferrous ore yet. One of the reasons is I've only got 29 of it. But the other is I've been waiting to feed it through, pulverizer to make it last longer. And so that's what we're going to be building next, actually. Now I've got the recipes already mapped out here. This right here is going to be a redstone furnace, pulverizer, sawmill. I believe they changed the name to it. Oh, bugger, I can't remember off the top of my head. Basically, it'll input or remove fluids from a container, or from a tank into a container, vice versa. This will be for our magma crucible. The reason it's missing a block here is we have to build that still out of these parts here. And then got power conduit. This is for the new crafting table that was added in version 3. And here is our the first dynamo. This guy will run off of coal and water, so got that going for it. We got a lot of coal anyway. Well, decent amount. But I've also got, oh no, and here's my unprocessed ores. Stack and a quarter of coal ore. If I run that through a pulverizer, it doubles it. Which I don't have a fortune pick yet. I got a work pick and I have a silk touch. So level 30, and that's what I got. It's not horrible, but I was hoping for fortune. And let's see. So let's get started on building things here. Oh, and I've already gotten an aqueous accumulator and an igneous extruder, which I believe I already showed that off. And what I ended up doing was parking this next to a lava pool, and then feeding buckets of lava into this while this gave it water, and ended up getting a ton of it. I had like 4 stacks of obsidian total, and I've used a lot of it because these things take 4 per a pair of tanks you build. Plus the obsidian glass, which is it's like a 4 for 4 thing, I think. Yeah, 4 obsidian, 4 glass, or 4 thickened glass. A lot of sand gives you 4 obsidian glass. So just kind of like how it looks as a building material. There's an extra elevator. These guys are just wool surrounding an ender pearl. Pretty basic and infinitely usable. So let's see. Machine frame, reception coil, which is 1 gold center, and then you got redstone in each corner. Copper, which I think everybody should know how to build that by now. Same with the bricks, and redstone dust. There's our furnace. Pretty simple, right? Most of the machines in thermal expansion here are actually really simple to build. And they mostly follow the same pattern, kind of this A shape. And the machines have a reception coil on them, which is kind of the rule of thumb is transmission coils are for things that supply power, reception is things that receive power. Simple enough there. The basic machines use copper, and then some use tin, some use Invar. Let's see. And the sawmill, which I figured out through looking through the recipes, that if you run the rubber logs through a sawmill, you get like a 50% chance that you'll get another rubber drop out of it on top of all the planks. Actually, let's wrong one. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Rubber wood uses, smelting, fuel, sawmill. Yep. So you get 5 planks out of it instead of 3, and 50% chance of raw rubber, which I've already got 2.5 stacks, but once I start making everything from that mod, I'm going to burn through that in no time flat. I've just been holding off until I can get the RF furnace up and running, the redstone flex furnace. Let's see, and glass, a bucket, fluid transposer. There we go. Used to be a liquid transposer. I could not remember the second name though. So, all right, now we need to build this guy first. This is like a lower tier addition to the mod. Pretty much functions the same as a redstone power cell did in the older versions. The nice thing is you don't have to have a fluid transposer to fill this frame up with liquid redstone. It just uses the block. Which is a good thing because you actually need that to build your magma crucible, which you would melt redstone in anyways. So it goes on top like so, and then copper, nether bricks, magma crucible. I'm going to be building multiple copies of a few of these machines. Probably not the sawmill, definitely the transposer and the crucible though, because there's what, 4 solids that you can reduce into a liquid. One's going to be just for power generation, at least one anyway. I may need more than one. Melting netherrack into lava. And then you got your glowstone, redstone, your ender pearls, and there may be something else I'm not too sure about. I know you can melt snow into water with them, but that's aqueous accumulators work pretty good for that. Alright, and I'm going to need a lot of these, but I'm just going to make one set on camera. Oh. So that's lead ingots, glass, and then surrounded by redstone. It gives you 6 leadstone energy conduits. Hold shift for details. It's kind of low tier. It only transfers 80 RF per tick. So, but basic setups, that's just perfect. And now, new crafting. It's like the machinist table, I think is what's called. Don't quote me yet. There's 2 recipes for this, but the other recipe, basically you clad the chest in tin first and then use it there, and you don't have to put the tin here. It's not any cheaper to do it either way. Machinist workbench. And now this guy I haven't even tried out yet. So, owner, me, set it to public. I can actually click it over to private if I want. Holds 3 blueprints over here. And then it has its own internal inventory, and it will not dump your items on the ground when you close it out. So I'm going to be using that quite a bit. And now this guy. Gears. Copper ingots. I believe it is redstone. And then transmission coil, right? There we go. Give. And you can see it remembered the recipe, so all I got to do is dump this back in. Oh, and make copper gears, it's 4 gears in a diamond pattern around an iron ingot in the middle. 4 gears. 4 copper ingots around an iron ingot. Gives you 1 gear. So, relatively cheap. And that transmission coil is the same as the gold one, but we're using silver instead. It's still nighttime outside. And that's all I have to actually build right now. So I'm going to make some more dynamos. I'm gonna make probably another stack or another set of these the leadstone energy conduits here. And then we're gonna go up top and start setting up on that wonderful lava fill platform. These I'll probably just make 2. It'll be temporary until I can get was it? Let's do thermal expansion, fluid ducts, which I need hardened glass for. Hardened glass unfortunately takes pulverized obsidian. It's a good thing I have a lot of it. Whoops. Nope. There we go. But yeah, 1 block goes to 4 pulverized obsidian. So, and then I'm going to need to make some Invar using the pulverizer so that way I can make the induction smelter to actually make the glass with. So, yeah, I'll be back once I get it set up at least somewhat over there. Oh, the sun's coming up actually. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Let's take that. Give me my aqueous. Another bucket of water. Just go ahead and head on up real quick. Oh, no, don't get stuck. And up. Okay. So it's a little fun to walk on whenever these tanks are empty, because all you can see is the hitbox when I point at them. Feels like you're just going to fall right through. So what I'm going to do is regret that I didn't bring more cobblestone with me. And let's see. How can I do this now? I'm going to need my accumulator down. Put it here, because I'm going to need to put a water block on two sides of it. And actually, let's do, what was it? Let's get the pulverizer going first so I can get the other stuff made. Put the pulverizer in. Now I need to put the steam dynamo facing it. So now whenever this thing generates water internally from the two source blocks, it'll pump it straight into this dynamo. And put fuel in here, water fills up here, and it should kick on automatically and start producing. So, and then it'll feed it directly into here, which will hold up to 48,000. And then I need to run some iron ore through it and some ferrous ore. And then I'll show you in a little bit how to, once I get a little more permanent setup, what the different color codes on the sides of the machine are. But they basically correspond to, like, yellow will get pushed into inventory facing a yellow. Same with red, which actually I'm going to disable, so that way it doesn't try to push anything into the dynamo. And then blue is feeding it. So hook up a hopper, like say here, it'll feed it directly into the machine. It has to be on the right sides. And then your outputs will control, and you can actually, like, there's like orange. So this will, if I just put a chest up top here, it would actually output from both red and yellow there. So kind of handy. And now let's see. And actually, ooh, I need to figure this out. Can I burn this stuff straight out in one of those dynamos, or do I have to craft it into coal first? Let's find out. Can I shift click it in? No, I can do that at least. Crap. There. It's ugly, but it'll work for now. That's all that matters. There's that. Bingo. You can see it's producing water and pumping it into the dynamo here. And it will burn the ashes straight out. Perfect. Makes this so much easier. Okay. And let's go in here real quick. Just turn all this into redstone blocks, I guess. And do I have any more glass left? 3. I need 4. I need another piece of glass. I'll just smelt up a full 8 of one go here. And I need 410. And let's grab 2 ferrous. I think it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Once you have it pulverized into dust, you can mix it by hand. You don't have to actually run it through a special machine to do it. But what I'm doing here is, after I get done doing this, I'm going to start filling up energy cells. What? Wait. Leadstone, not tin. I need lead. Come on, sign. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. And pop, 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 pop. And sides. 1 in the middle. There we go. Leadstone energy cell frame. Which I need to clad this thing now, actually, in copper and a conductance coil, which is electrum. Okay, so I'm going to need a gold ore as well, and a silver ore. And I know for certain that electrum is just a 50-50. So, right, that pulverizer is full. This thing is building up a stockpile of energy. Let's get this going first. And the more full that this bar here is, the faster the machine will perform. and it'll store up to 2 different outputs here at once. So, bingo. There's that. Let's toss the ferrous in. Now let's see, we go boom, boom. There's our electrum blend. And there goes our ferrous, iron, and accumulator's working great. Dynamo's pumping out more power than it can generate right now, but that's fine. Still have plenty of ashes in there. Oh, got an extra pulverized ferrous from the iron. That's its bonus product, like 10% chance. Alright, now we go, I think it's like so, and so, yep, there we go. Okay, so now I got some smelting to do. Strip. And let's see, let's get the glass out. Let's put some electrum in there. I'll go here. Let's get some invar going. And let's put our glass in here for now. And I'm just going to toss, yep, that in there. Because I don't want to cook straight ferrous, because otherwise I got to pulverize it to do anything with it. Alright, and here's our electrum. Now, say we go up, up. Just need 2 of them. Like so. There's our conductance coil, which is just copper, right? Yeah, 3 copper ingots, which I've got right here. Getting a little low on though. So boom, boom, boom. That can go there, there, and hold shift. This thing will hold up to 400,000 RF, and output up to 80 per tick. So, and if you use a wrench to take them out with, one of these guys, crescent hammer, it'll keep whatever power you leave in it. So, kind of useful to use them like batteries. There we go. And I am going to go ahead and actually switch this over to high so that it won't work unless it's receiving a redstone signal. And I don't want to waste this juice, really. So let's see. Let's see, what can we pulverize? Just to, oh, nope, damn it. Oh, well, that's why I hide my torches in the wall. Let's just go ahead and get the ferrous done up, and iron just in case. So, alright. And the next floor I build is going to be storage, so I'm not constantly having to run back into that little cobble hut. But yeah, let's get the ferrous going. Hopefully I'll get some shiny dust out of this. Yep, there we go. Pulverized shiny metal. Incredibly rare. And there's actually a few things you can do with it, but not really important right now. But you can see that she's running down now. And is that feeding it all? No, no, it's just losing power. Oh, well then. Crank this bugger back on. There she goes. Now she's feeding power into the machine. Okay, so it's a use it or lose it thing. Good to know. Well, I guess after, well, let's do that. And after that runs out of fuel, dumps the rest in there. I'm going to move this over one, put that cell there, fill the cell up, and then run the machines off of that. Although, I should have Invar now, so I can make my crucible. Oh, what am I doing? Invar. Good stuff. Electrum. Alright, now, magma crucible. There we go. No. That wasn't. No. Induction smelter. Bucket, Invar, reception coil. Alright. Bucket. Got an extra machine frame. I made a few extras anyway. I need 2 Invar. And I need a gold, 2 redstone, and 2 copper. Alright, now we go here. First things first. Pop up. Reception coil. Bucket. Frame. Copper. And Invar. There's our smelter. Now I can make the glass. And now it's going to be nighttime again. Right? Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and sleep this away real quick. And now I'm going to need to get some obsidian pulverized. Let's just do 10 for now. Stone energy circuit, energy conduit. I think I'm just going to place those in the world. Don't need to carry these around. Yeah. Okay, and there's that. And you have to be careful putting these machines side by side if you actually plan on using them that way, because they will output to each other's inventories, and it could end up with a situation you don't really want. Oh, look, it's done. Alright, well, in that case, I'm not going to do the iron yet, because I'm going to get this stuff going. And this is an 8-to-1 ratio between the pulverized obsidian to lead. So I got 40 coming out, so I'm going to need 5 lead. And actually, I think as much of that stuff as I have, and there's still pockets everywhere that I haven't mined up yet. That as soon as she gets done there, I am going to grab that, and you just shift right click. If you just right click on it, it rotates the machine. Shift right click, pops it without any problems at all. Pull that, boom, induction smelter. Now, certain recipes has to be in a certain order. Got a lot of recipes. Here we go. It's got to go obsidian, lead, otherwise it won't work. So, obsidian, lead, kicks on. There she goes. And there's our glass. Now, one of the nice things about, like, if you have redstone ore, cooking in here with sand, redstone ore, you get a block of redstone and rich slag. Rich slag now will actually boost productivity of straight ore more than the pulverizer will. So there's always that to consider too. And you can actually cook, come on, there it goes. Sometimes the graphics glitch. You can actually cook the 2 ingots, I believe, side by side as well. Yeah. Like for Electrum here, you can actually just throw the ingots straight in. You don't have to pulverize them first before it'll work. And let's see. Pop that out of there now, and let's get our battery charging. There we go. And you can see there it's starting to build up. Right click on here. This is a little on the confusing side. Blue allows energy to be received from that side. Orange outputs. You can change these by clicking. I'm not sure what yellow is. It may just be... Oh, yellow is inactive. Okay. So like I'm going to put it onto orange so it'll output. And I'm going to take this conduit and run it out here. And let's see, I want my pulverizer again. Plop it down right there. And you can now see that the pulverizer is getting power there. And it's outputting power from the energy cell because this thing ran out. I'll just toss that in there. Seems like the coal will actually last a lot longer than the dust will. So there you go. She's holding steady now, and this is building up power. As soon as this fills up all the way, she'll start building up too. She's already up 10%, so. One thing to watch out for, magma crucibles will hold more power than this thing does total. And they will take as much as they can out of there. But I'll be using that with the magmatic dynamos to power everything. magma crucible, liquefy the netherrack, dumps it into these tanks here, and then it goes from these tanks into the magmatic dynamos, provides power to everything. So there's that, and it's netherrack. I've got a portal right there, effectively unlimited as long as I go harvest every once in a while. Put a barrel and a hopper over the top of that thing, you're set for quite a while. Yeah, it seems like the coal burns longer, which makes sense. Yep. And yeah, our pulverized bowl is full now, so let's put the iron in. And I'm going to go ahead and cut here because I've got a lot of pulverizing to do. And I've got a lot of infra to make so I can make those magmatics. So I shall be back in just a blink for you guys.